This is Angeli de los Reyes and welcome aboard to my beautiful Olongapo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to My City, My SM, My Crafts, a joint project of the Bureau of Domestic Trade of the Department of Trade and Industry, SM, and the Philippine Star, with support from the Center for International Trade Expositions and Missions and the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. The Bureau of Domestic Trade of the Department of Trade and Industry is indeed happy to partner with SM on the My City, My SM, My Crafts project. With the Bureau's mandate of opening up more domestic markets for local products, implementing this joint program with SM to expose visitors in their malls to merchandise manufactured by provincial craftsmen, incorporating indigenous materials and utilizing technologies that in some instances may have been passed on to them 3 or more generations ago is a most welcome development. A substantial portion of these goods are made by micro, small, and medium enterprises that we assist in DTI. We believe that efforts must be taken to promote these items not only to preserve important aspects of our heritage, but to create interest and demand for these goods and to grow opportunities for employment, engendering inclusive growth in the countryside. We hope the public will join us with SM in this mind-opening and learning experience.
Good afternoon. This is Angeli de los Reyes and welcome aboard to my beautiful Olongapo. What makes Olongapo beautiful? A coastline painted by white sand, sheltered coves and underwater coral reefs. A deep water harbor, windswept mountains and lush rainforest. Once the site of a U.S. Naval Base, it is now a highly urbanized city. Now home to the bustling Subic Bay Freeport Zone and a new SM Mall. It is also a place where one can find innovative crafts that bring together indigenous and American influences. We will discover all of this as I take you around my beautiful Olongapo in this afternoon's edition of My City, My SM, My Crafts. A joint project of SM, the Philippine Star, DTI's Bureau of Domestic Trade with support from SITEM and NCCA, My City, My SM, My Craft celebrates the creativity and innovative spirit of the Filipino artisans who fashion crafts from indigenous materials. It also highlights the many livelihood programs that make it possible to promote these crafts in the national and international markets. Once the largest U.S. naval base in Asia, Subic in Olongapo is now a dynamic freeport zone. But the American influence can still be felt in Olongapo, especially in its survival arts, which was interestingly developed with its indigenous people, the Aitas. Mostly forest foragers and hunters, the Aitas were a highly mobile people who followed wild game and gathered root crops and fruits from the forested highlands of Zambales. Their intimate relationship with the forest and wilderness have made the Aitas unparalleled experts in jungle survival. They also have a stock knowledge of plant cures and poisons, sources of food and water, as well as fire making, forest cooking, shelter building, and animal trapping technologies using readily available forest materials. The Americans were curious on how the Aitas could survive inside the forest using only their bolo. Noting that this would be vital to be able to survive in future wars, They studied in ITA's primitive ways, and the Jungle Environment Survival Training Camp was established in 1960s. JEST is the original, most famous, and toughest survival school in the Philippines, and today, U.S. Navy-trained ITA officers provide jungle survival techniques for tourists. Survival arts, however, need tools, and from this, the Survival Arts Manufacturing Company was born. Today, we will be joined by Mr. Gregorio Kembao Jr., a member of Pastolan Village Negrito tribe, as well as former jungle survival instructor in Subic, who owns and operates the company. Today, it specializes in wooden, bamboo, and shell crafts.
Isa ako sa founder ng Jungle Survival. Noong una, ang matatanda namin ang tinatawagan ng mga opisyalis ng kano. Isa ako sa pinili na mag-instructor. Kaya doon nagsimula na tinayo yung survival school sa Naval Base. Pag-aplaki, ginagawa namin yung kindry. Yung mga nameplate na pan-table, yun, pare akasya. Magandang negosyo po lang muna, walang pagkalugi. Alam ko bakit? Hindi nasisira, hindi nabubulok, na ipipreserve mo lang matagal. Hindi ka tulad ibang negosyo.
We will see more traces of the American influence in Subic and Olongapo when My City, My SM, My Crafts returns. As a naval base, Subic was a place for men in uniform. And during the American time, jackets, patches, rating badges, t-shirts, belt buckles, and metal watch bands were being made in many shops inside the Subic Naval Base. The base itself was a sprawling complex of individual commands interconnected around the Subic Bay. Each area had its own Navy exchange. Each exchange had its own tailor shop, where you could get uniform items soon or made to order. There were also restaurants with small tailor shops on it. Generally, all these on-base tailors had off-base shops as well, and Island Fantasy Souvenir and Trading is one.
Nung nagpinatubo, meron kami isang supplier na na-meet na nag-offer ng mga embroidery na design. So, one time, namasyal kami sa kanila, dinala kami sa bahay nila. Doon ko nakita yung hundreds of machine na ganito. At doon ko inisip lang sa sarili ko, later on, magkakaganyan din ako, bossing, sabi ko ganyan. Nakapag-create kami ng 22 to 25 designs na inuulit-ulit lang namin dito sa t-shirts, sa pambata, towels, at saka sa mga souvenir item namin na pang-giveaway. Meron ho kaming vinyl printing and emboss. Masasabi ko sa project na to, ay isa ito sa pinakamagandang mangyayari sa Olongapo, like me, na mabibigyan niyo ng pagkakataon na maipost at maipakita yung aming concept.
The Americans not only brought their naval fleet, but also their way of living in Subic. That was the time when people in the US were heading to the suburbs to build their dream homes. And in a way, even those living in faraway Subic aspired to live as graciously long after the Americans had gone. Lumings Curtains was established in 1993 and has customized and installed curtains in hundreds of homes, hotels, and other business establishments. They offer a wide array of curtains, blinds, seat covers, bed sheets, linens, pillowcases, and curtain accessories. Inspired by the American lifestyle, Lumings inherits the can-do mentality and believe that they can achieve anything. The influx of the Americans brought with them the flair for the finer things in life.
Meron kaming tailoring shop. Ngayon, yung pinsang ko, sabi niya, may tailoring kayo, bakit hindi ka na lang magtinda? Tapos, nagtinda ako, pinakilala niya ako sa mga suki nila sa Divisoria. Ay, yung una naming business, mga sinulid muna. Meron kaming kababayan na matanda na sabi niya, ikaw na lang sabi niyang magtinda kasi sabi niya hindi ko na kaya. Bilhin mo na lang yung paninda ko. Eh, marunong naman ako manay eh. Kinuha ko, binili ko. Kaya mula nun, nag-umpisa na ako manay. Pagsikapan lang nila yung mga trabaho, magiging maganda, yung quality, yung mga tao bumabalik-balik.
We will learn more about how local artisans have made gracious living possible in Olongapo when My City, My SM, My Crafts returns. Stained glass and mirrors are hallmarks of elegant living. As an art and a craft, these not only require creativity, but also engineering skills to assemble delicate pieces. Let's listen to Didit Guillermo on how she started her stained glass and etched mirror business.
In 1992, nag-start kami as family business. Nagtitinda kasi ako noon ng edged glass from the US, and then I asked my brother if he can manufacture the same. And fortunately, ang TLRC noon nag-o-offer ng course sa glass etching and fiberglass, stained glass. So doon kami nag-start. Edge mirror, ito yung ini-emboss natin ang mirror ng different design. Harap ng mirror natin gagawin, and then kung sa likod siya, ito yung reverse side or negative side ng etching. Pwede nating kulayan siya. So usually pagka negative side siya sa loob ng mirror, may kulay ang kinalalabasan niya. Contrast doon sa mga babasagin na stained glass yung mamahalin. Refabricate yung fiberglass materials na unbreakable siya at saka mas cost efficient siya, mas mura kaysa sa traditional stained glass. In 5 years siguro ma-perfect namin yung tricks of the trade, tapos yung mga nagiging problema namin mabawasan, at saka sana magkaroon na ng expansion. Anyway, ang DTI lagi kami tinutulungan. So kapag magbi-business kang ganito, kailangan talaga ng support ng DTI kasi nagbibigay sila ng mga seminar sa product development.
Choosing the right furniture pieces transforms a house into a home, giving it that cozy, personalized touch. Liana's Woodcraft has been in the custom furniture design business for the past 5 years. Although she's a nurse by profession and businesswoman by heart, founder and designer Mary-Lou Stromgren has a good eye for what customers want and tailors her designs according to their needs. We are happy to sit down with her and discuss her business.
Started the business since my husband died. Hindi po ko lahat yung gamit para sa furniture. I started with the lumber, and then after that, furniture business. Then I look for people who could work for me. I started with one item at a time, then just produce it without any order. Dito ako nag-start sa bahay na to. I made the furniture first for my sister. I have tanggile, I have mahogany, acacia mengium, and nara. Maanong challenges ito kasi hindi mo masabi na perfect ang gawain mo. Kasi ang daming nagko-complain. For example, i-deliver mo, konting galos, ibabalik. Yun ang mga challenge sa akin. At saka talagang pinapalitan ko siya para lang ma-perfect ko. Mahirap na maganda, pero it is a good business. Kung kumpleto ka talaga at saka ang mga tauhan mo ay makikisama sa'yo, that's good. The company now, I observe it is going good and my furniture is quality.
We will get a glimpse of Olongapo's stylish side when My City, My SM, My Crafts returns. Nelson Nevado comes from a family of shoemakers. An entrepreneur who loves his craft, he focuses on the quality of his products and uses only genuine leather. It is not surprising that his company, Stairway Footwear, considers his shoes as the strongest in Olongapo City.
Ang family ko nagmula talaga sa trabahong leather shoes. Unang-una doon isang Glenmore. Pinang-unang lolo ko na nagtayo ng sapatusan. So after nun, yung dalawang uncle ko naman dito sa Olongapo naman ang nagtatag ng sapatos sa tatak is Nordstrom at Styler. Then after a year, ako naman ang lumabas, Stairway Footwear na ang aking itinatag. Hasta ngayon, yun yung aking pangalan sa aking business. Actually, ang ginagamit namin ngayon is genuine leather. Yun ngayon ang tinatangkilik ng ibang kababayan natin sa kadahilan ng yun yung napakatibay talaga. Lotus, ito yung kauna-unahan na ginawa sa Olongapo. And then sumunod, ito na itong leather, customized ginagawa namin. Kasi ang competition niya napakalaki. So, diingganyo ko yung mga kasamahan natin na gusto mag-business ng ganito na sana tangkilikin nila.
Everything is shining, shimmering, splendid with Gladys Estes and Head to Toe, her fashion accessories company. She has a wonderful way of transforming malachite stone, tiger eye stone, gold sandstone, colored crystal into modern works of art. We paid a visit to her showroom to learn more about her amazing story and, of course, her jewelry pieces.
I have mixed customers, but usually sa high-end ko mga educated people, those who really understand about stones. And I have the kids also, because I have also the cheaper ones for the young ones. The most beautiful stone so far is the malachite and the gold sandstone, tiger's eye, then the 7-day jade, and also the colorful crystals. It depicts my personality when I was younger, when I was really single. I was into fashion matches. Kung ano yung sapatos ko, yun yung sinusuot ko ng matching accessory. I got started in the business in 2009. So, nag-expose ako sa City Hall. That's when I got started. With products, we have cabinets, we have all kinds of stuff. From the smallest one, from the picture frames, then from the small racks, small trays, I have also my wood necklaces. Yeah, so that's coming from the scraps of the woodwork. Para wala kaming itapon. We should be very consistent and very honest and hard work also.
Olongapo is located in the province of Zambales, where large tracts of forested mountains cover more than half of the province's area. The mountains not only hold vast reserves of minerals like chromite, gold, nickel, iron, and sand, but of course, serpentinite. The beauty of serpentinite lies in its marble-like quality, greenish and brownish shades. Zambrox Corporation, which comes from the word Zambales rocks, makes use of serpentinite, the indigenous mineral found only in the mountains of the province, in creating world-class decor. Vice Mayor Benjamin Farin started his company by making small novelty items and souvenirs for his resort. Today, Zambrox fashions wall clocks, vases, candle holders, table sets, and other decor made from precious serpentinite.
Zambrox. You see, Zambrox started in the 90s. The reason why I got into this business, kasi itong Zambales, usually, they always connote it with mangoes, pastillas, dito sa iba. I was looking for something, a craft, na pwedeng maibigay sa mga tao, gawang souvenirs dito sa resort. So when DTI had that skills training, the next day, gumawa na ako ng maliliit na itlog, maliliit na paperweight. Tapos, in the long run, I just wanted to make small items or souvenirs na galing dito sa iba. But eventually, nakita ito ng DTI and they asked me to join trade fairs. That was in early part of 1990s. So, sali lang ko ng sali ng mga trade fair until na nagsumali ako sa National Trade Fair in 1994. Nagulat ako kasi they gave me the award of the best product display for the region. During that time, I also joined SITEM, and there was this German who saw my item, nakipag-joint venture sa akin. So Germany kasi is also very good in stone craft. So ang ginawa niya, he sent me machines, mga malalaking machines to cut all these stones, boulders and stones, and also mga drill tools. And we worked with each other for about 4 years. Design niya is just a rough stone cut into just a small piece, tapos became something functional. 2004 or 2005, I got into politics, and when they made the resolution sa municipality to make it as an OTOP, or one town, one product, I've been joining trade fairs to promote iba at the same time. Particular industry is quite labor intensive. Kaya kung hindi mahaba ang PC ng kapitalista, talagang kung walang bibili ng bato na yon, nagsasara talaga siya kaagad.
The pro-fair trade, also known as Preda Fair Trade, began in 1975 as an advocacy aimed to help troubled young people by craft making. These were young people in conflict with the law who were rescued by Preda social workers from the streets and jails. These children were targets for summary execution by the death squads of the late President Ferdinand Marcos during martial law. This fair trade independent trading organization's main goal was to establish livelihood projects for small fruit growing farmers and artisans, craft makers, and small independent producers. These projects were based on fair trade criteria and principles of social and moral responsibility. Pro-Fair Trade and the Preda Foundation, a social development organization, are separate organizations but work closely together, one helping the other to benefit the beneficiaries. The Preda Foundation Incorporated, or the People's Recovery Empowerment and Development Assistance Foundation Incorporated, was established in Olongapo City in 1974 by Sheikh Cullen, an Irish member of the Missionary Society of St. Columban, based in Hong Kong.
Ang Preda nag-umpisa sa 1974. Yun ang unong start dito sa Preda. At saka meron din kami, 1 year later, 1975, nag-umpisa din dito ang mga handicraft industries para mag-provide ng employment sa mga kabataan, and also as an alternative to the unpleasant sex industry that was here. So importante talaga na mayroong mga alternative employment with dignity. Pero ngayon, malaking talaga ang change of fashion. And yun ang hirap ng industry na yun, especially the traditional basket weaving, o lahat ng mga produkto tawag traditional, dahil in the market, iba-iba talaga ng mga gusto mga tao, mga changing fashion. And so, ang industry na ito, laking hamon sa buhay. It's a big challenge. Strategy ng Preda, para may hanap buhay ng mga tao na mahirap, meron na kaming export. So, kung may na-sample na labas ito sa internet, may Preda website, Preda Fair Trade. And may unique ang ating selling point, kasi fair trade ang tawag. Ang unique dito sa ating business, hindi yung profit. Kung may kita talaga, hindi para sa akin na lang, hindi para sa tao. Ito, ang buong profit, nag-share, nag-donate sa iba-ibang project, lalong sa mga bahay ng mga bata. Meron na kami shelter ng mga bata ay biktima ng violation. Meron na kami mga more than 1,000 shops in Germany and Austria. So in 5 years, we can only hope na magiging mas malakas mga produkto ganito.
James O'Brien's passion for the arts and design began during his elementary years. He was greatly influenced by his late mother, who was a dressmaker. Yet, his own innate fashion sense led him to put up a successful dress shop and makeup studio.
James is known for creating gowns made of indigenous materials, sinamay, banig, and even sacks of peanuts. He not only makes beautiful clothes, but also in a way, beauty queens, as mentor to some of Olongapo's prettiest faces.
Nagsimula yung pagkahilig ko sa mga ganitong mga bagay nung bata pa ako actually. Gumagawa ako ng mga paper dolls na mga manikang papel na tinatawag. Tapos dinadamitan ko sila, pinagpapalit-palit ko ng mga damit. Kasi 5 kaming mga lalaki na magkakapatid noon eh. Tapos ako yung bunso. Nagkaroon ako ng stepsister na kung saan siya yung laging sumasali ng beauty pageant. Tapos lagi niya akong kasama, ako yung alalay niya, ako yung nag-a-assist sa kanya. Mula noon nakahiligan ko na talaga na mag-assist ng beauty pageant na hanggang ngayon dala-dala ko na nagtitrain na ako ng mga sumasali. Meron akong isang design, ginamit ito sa isang pageant ng about sa kalikasan. So dapat ang mga ginamit ay mga indigenous materials. So gumamit ako ng banig, which is mahirap talaga siyang tahiin. Pero inisip namin na something nakakaiba. Tapos nilagyan ng pangapamaypay, made of yung mga flowers na gawa din sa mga woods, at saka abaca ropes. Itong isang design naman is kakaiba din siya kasi it's made of plastics na siya yung usual na Tetra Pak na iniinom natin ng mga juices sa mga schools. Ito recycled naman. So para mabawas-bawasan yung sa mga plastic na ginagamit natin, why not recycle this kind of things into something na pwede nating isuot, magamit natin for fashion. Sama din siyang indigenous materials like sinamay and yung mga native na linings na nilagay namin para mas maging maganda siya. Sa sinamay materials, which is colored naman, para maging makulay siya. Ang idea niya is petals of flowers na kung saan pinagdidikit-dikit siya. Still Filipiniana inspired, para magmukha siyang mas maganda. Yung isang outfit naman is about banig din. So, gumawa naman ako ng kapartner nung banig na Filipiniana gown, which is parang chaleco and pajama style na may mga designs din na about native and indigenous products. Ang puhunan ko dito is lakas ng loob lang talaga. At pinaka-importante sa lahat, gusto mo yung ginagawa mo.
Survival Arts, Looming's House of Curtains, Stairway Footwear, Island Fantasy Souvenir and Trading, Head to Toe, Decora Glass Art, Liana's Woodcraft, Zambrox Corporation, Pro Fair Trade, and James O'Brien Collections. It has been an extraordinary afternoon with Olongapo's extraordinary craftsmen and artisans.
In behalf of SM, the Bureau of Domestic Trade, CITEM, the NCCA, and the Philippine Star, we would like to thank you for joining us in the My City, My SM, My Crafts launch at SM City, Olongapo. We will see you again when My City, My SM, My Crafts makes a stop at SM City, Tarlac.
Thank you for celebrating the best of Philippine craftsmanship with us. We invite you to join us again when the My City, My SM, My Crafts makes its next stop at the SM Supermalls.